Less than 2 months ago, the Haslett School Board approved what appeared to be a balanced budget.
We made some reductions earlier on in the spring, and nearly $2 million in budget cuts at that time.
But with dismal numbers from the state capitol just in, the Haslett School District must now return to the chopping block.
State law says we must have a balanced budget, and in order to balance that budget, we do have to do some cutting of staff and programs.
From the state's per pupil foundation allowance, a cut of nearly $110 per student.
We have about 3,000 students here.
From staff, a librarian and counselor.
We have reduced a librarian position in the district, and that will be a shared responsibility now with our high school librarian. We'll have an aide at each building, and the high school librarian will be responsible for both buildings.
We have eliminated our counseling position. However, we will have 4 individuals that will be functioning as counselors here in our middle school.
But cuts won't stop there.
We've reduced the athletic budget by another $20,000, and that is primarily equipment needs that we're going to put on hold. We won't be buying new uniforms every year. We won't be replacing things that we can use for another year.
Including technology and musical instruments, as capital outlay reductions are also in effect.
It's kind of a double-edged sword. When you're losing revenue from the state, you're seeing a reduction in the amount of dollars coming into your district, coupled with a slight decrease or projected decrease in enrollment. At the end of the day, there's less money to start with.
Less money thanks to less students.
Last year, nearly 30,000 students left the state of Michigan with their families, and we anticipate another 30,000 leaving the state this year.
Declining enrollment, Pridgeon says, is directly linked to a worsening state economy.
If the economy doesn't turn around and that jobs are just not there, then they have to do what's best for their families. And if that means moving out of state or moving to another area of the state, then that's what families must do, and obviously their children go with them.
Despite all the cutting back, both Duda and Pridgeon maintain the district's quality of education will remain an A+.